Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Prime Minister. It's great to be with you today. I'm truly honored to be here in Kuwait on my first trip as Secretary of State. President Trump was proud to host His Highness the Emir in September of last year, and the President sends his greetings. I want to repeat what I said a bit earlier, too. In November, my country lost a true champion of Kuwait's liberation, President George H.W. Bush. President Bush's leadership and defense of your country reflected America's long-term legacy as a force for good in this region. We were deeply touched by the outpouring of tributes that came from so many Kuwaiti leaders and citizens. Thank you for your sympathies on America's loss. We used today's strategic dialogue, the third of its kind, to make further progress on a range of issues, from defense to counterterrorism and security, to enhancement of trade and investment between our two countries, to education, culture, and science, and to the protection of our citizens and our borders. Our defense relationship is of particular importance, as Kuwait hosts thousands of U.S. troops and is a powerful partner in combating ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and other terrorist groups. And we are substantially intensifying our collaboration to prevent cyber threats not only to our security, but to the prosperity of our people as well. In the face of these dangers and others, the United States remains committed to Kuwait's security too. At the same time, I want to praise Kuwait for taking significant initiative on its own to solve some of the region's most challenging issues, including those in Yemen, in Syria, in Iran, and in Iraq. We coordinate closely with Kuwait as co-members of the UN Security Council on a range of issues all across the spectrum for international peace and security. The United States greatly appreciates His Highness the Emir's leadership on humanitarian issues in the region, particularly in Syria and in Yemen. Kuwait is showing the kind of leadership President Trump asks our partners in the region. And as I made clear earlier this year in Cairo, and then again in Warsaw, the United States will be an unwavering friend to any nation who is resolved to meet regional challenges head on. The United States appreciates the extraordinary efforts of His Highness the Emir to facilitate a resolution of the Gulf dispute. And on a separate note, as part of our commitment to help build partnerships in the region, we're encouraging the government of Iraq to continue to enhance its relationships with Kuwait. We also used our strategic dialogue to work to increase trade and investment. We signed an agreement today that will promote entrepreneurship in small and medium enterprises here in Kuwait. This compact will send a positive signal to potential investors in Kuwait and enhance your country's private sector development as well. And finally, we had the chance to have a discussion on the long history of cooperation between the United States and Kuwait in the field of education. We announced Department of State programs that will strengthen teaching of English in Kuwait and increase people-to-people exchanges between our two countries. The very impressive group of former students that I met earlier today attest to the value of these programs. I want to close by saying thank you again to my Kuwaiti counterparts for their hospitality and their continued commitment to our deep-rooted relationship. Together, we're making this region and the world more secure and delivering tangible benefits to the people of Kuwait and of the United States. Thank you.